Tonight's top story, it's not about the object, it's about the heart. Good evening and welcome to 630 Point of View. I'm Chris Berg. Thanks so much for joining us. Yesterday there was a huge uproar because a young man wanted to use this photo for his yearbook photo, for the picture for it. Now the father and son say, hey, look, this is just about freedom of speech. That's all it is about. Well, the principal at Fargo North says it violates school policy, and here's the key thing, he apparently said, it promotes violence. Tonight, I'm going to ask that all of us sort of take the emotion out of this conversation. Let's have an objective look at this picture. Please tell me specifically, if we can bring it back up, please, how this picture or that picture promotes violence. We've got a young man with an American flag shirt standing next to an American flag with a semi-automatic weapon that he made with his own two hands. And I know you're all like, oh, what are you talking about, Berg? Again, please, for a moment, just be objective. Take the emotion out of it, because I'm assuming a lot of you are going to be focused on the gun part of this picture. But let's remind ourselves, an object in and of itself does not promote violence. Yet we hear people all the time demonizing guns. This is my opinion. We as a nation, we got to stop blaming, demonizing inanimate objects for things that are happening right now in our nation. I get it. I mean, we do it because it's a lot easier to go blame some object than it is for us to actually take a moment, look in the mirror, and take a look at our own hearts. Who are we being to our people rather than blaming something? Much easier to blame something than it is to look at ourselves. And let's be honest, we've all probably heard this a million times now. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. If you're a violent person, you're going to use some objects, sometimes guns, to do violent things. It does not mean the object itself is violent or promotes violence. In my opinion, we got to start focusing on the heart problem that we're facing right now in America that continues to perpetuate sometimes a lot of violence against each other. Inner cities, mass shootings are up, all these kind of things. But we got to do, stop taking the easy way out and demonizing some inanimate object that when it's used by any sane person, and again, it's one of our Bill of Rights, this object happens to be a great way to go hunt, to gather food, or maybe protect yourself from insane people. You got to ask yourself this: why would someone use a gun or an object for violence against another human being? I'm going to give you some examples here. There's anger, obviously. There's hatred. There's fear. You could come up with a list of issues why someone would do this. But what I want you to note tonight is this, and notice one of the things about what I just mentioned: anger, hate, fear, all these things. These are all human emotions. For some of us, these are even human conditions. But rather than focus on all this energy and demonizing some animate object, we should be focusing our energy on ourselves and what's going on in our own hearts and try to get rid of the hate, the fear, the anger, all this stuff. And let's really take a look at who are we being that's going out there and creating this violence against each other. And here's the other thing. Look, if you don't like the kid's picture, turn the page. Don't look at it. You got to remember, we live in America. It's okay to be offended. If anything, I think we need to go back to having more of the days where we all used to say, hey, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, or in this case, pictures, will never hurt me. I mean, we got to find out where in the point is it going to happen that we're going to stop allowing all these things to offend us. This is going to offend some people right now, what I'm going to say, but I want you to be honest with yourself. And I was going to have a picture of this, and I decided not to, but are we going to outlaw hijabs or hijabs in yearbooks as well? Because if you think about that right now, that's causing a lot of tension in our society. In fact, in France right now, they have outlawed hijabs that cover the entire face. You cannot wear those if you work in a public service job. Is that where we want to be right now? Because we're all having this uproar about Donald Trump, but as far as I remember, we all talk about a freedom of religion in this country, and that's part of the Islam religion for some people. So do you want to go outlaw that and not have that in your books? I don't know. But we got to take a step back here and quit blaming things and start looking at ourselves going, hey, who are we in our hearts that are allowing all this stuff to happen? I'm going to use something to create some levity tonight. This is a letter that a guy wrote apparently to the paper. And if we can bring this up, I'm going to read this for you. It says, "My gun to the editor. Today I swung my front door wide open and placed my Remington 870 right in the doorway. I gave it 4 shells, left it alone, and went about my business. While I was gone, the mail gal delivered my mail. The trash man picked up the trash, a girl walked her dog down the street, and quite a few of my neighbors drove past. Well, after about an hour, I went home, I checked on the gun, and believe it or not, it was still sitting there right where I'd left it. Hadn't killed anyone, even with the numerous opportunities that had been presented to do so, and in fact, didn't even load itself. I mean, can you imagine my surprise with all the media hype about how dangerous guns are and how they kill people? Either the media is wrong and it's the misuse of guns by criminals, or, my gosh, I got one of the laziest shotguns ever made. All right, I'm going to hurry off now and check on my spoons because I heard that they are making people fat. Walter Digger, New Shady Grove. Obviously, that brings some levity, but that's my point. We've got to start looking at ourselves rather than inanimate objects and blaming them and going, okay, what can we do from a heart perspective? Maybe it's a mental health perspective right now in this country that's got to stop some of the violence that obviously is taking place. Look at the inner city. I mean, there are studies upon studies in Chicago. You give young men jobs in the inner city, and violence goes down dramatically in the inner city of Chicago. So we asked you earlier on our Facebook page what you thought about, obviously, the picture from Fargo North. I'm going to go through some of those comments here. I believe this one is from Melanie Dinham. The school does not have to depict students with guns in their yearbook or anyone else, period. Time for the kid to learn that you don't get your way all the time just because you want it. I get there's policies. I could have got into the semantics tonight. I understand that. I didn't want to go there because I want to have a bigger picture about we are squelching people's freedom of speech because either people don't want to be offended or we've allowed ourselves to listen to the hoopla to demonize inanimate objects. I mean, right now we've got college campuses that have got safe spaces for college students, which all started because a professor at Yale was asked to make sure that we all sort of be respectful with our Halloween costumes. Are you kidding me? It's a college campus. Dana Ecker says, my daughter brought in a picture of her with her first deer. She had her gun laying across the deer. The school asked if she could edit the pic to remove the firearm. She said no, that it was used to harvest the deer and displayed proudly as a memento. Needless to say, her picture was not used, but she didn't give up her value to appease the yearbook editor. It was just announced earlier this afternoon, I believe, that it sounds like Mr. Renville may pursue an attorney if they're having a big discussion about this picture now with the school board and the principal. If the picture does not get allowed in the yearbook, it sounds like he may pursue an attorney and see what happens from there. Another Facebook comment, Bailey Rain Krause. I served on our high school's yearbook staff for 2 years. It is not allowed to print pictures with guns in them in high school yearbooks. We even had a section in the students that hunt, and they could have photos with their animals, but guns could not be in the photo. I don't think the principal is singling anyone out here. It's a rule that applies to all students. Well, we actually had a Facebook message today, and I don't want to give out the exact date here, but it was between 2008, 2012, that a parent, again, we haven't seen the picture yet, but a parent, Fargo North student, said, hey, look, when I went to school at Fargo North, there was a kid in the yearbook, had a shotgun, had his dog, and I know the principal has been quoted as saying that he's never allowed this in the past or had an issue with it. One more I want to get to, Garrett Webjornson, I believe. There are no laws concerning firearms and pictures. How exactly does a picture with him holding a firearm equal bringing a firearm onto school property? Saying that bringing a picture with a firearm onto school grounds is illegal is absolutely delusional. By the way, oh, I just read this part. Okay, so here's what I want to get to. Stay with us. I'd love to know your thoughts. You can join our conversation. It's very easy to do. You can email us there, text us. The text number will come up in just a moment. When we come back, today was the quarterly meeting for Lutheran Social Services. Valley News team Bradford Eric was there. There are more refugees coming to the great state of North Dakota. We'll tell you more about